How you doing out there? It's Aqeel Ash-Shakoor, your manager's manager. Know thyself management. Back with you today, and I just want to talk to you about the formula for greatness and the formula for success. A lot of us have what we call all these ideas about people being successful and being of greatness. And I'm telling you that you have those in you, but you need to know how to bring them out. And I want to give you 5 principles, and I promise you, if you apply these principles to your life, you'll achieve greatness. You'll achieve the success that you want. And that formula, the first principle is integrity. Love is not selfish and love is not insecure. You see, a lot of us, we don't love ourselves. We're selfish about the things that we do. You've heard the principle before also that you got to give in order to go up. See, what you're willing to give up, you will also grow up in that. And what I'm telling you is that you can't be insecure. A lot of relationships are ruined over being insecure. A lot of husbands they can't get along with their woman making more money than they make. So if she brings in $100,000 and you bring in $30,000, there's a problem with that. But if you understand, if she makes $100,000 and you make $30,000, together, your network is $130,000 because you're a team. Yo, it doesn't matter. I'm telling you. Listen, even women, if your husband is more educated than you and you're a stay-home mom or whatever the situation, don't be insecure about your position. You are a home. You are the mother to the family. Yes, he's degreed up, but he's providing as God has set it up to be. Know who you are and be secure about who you are. And please do not let other people speak into your relationship and make you more insecure than you are. Keep these people out of your relationships, because I promise you, they're not where they're supposed to be. Do not be insecure. Have integrity about your situation. Have integrity about you. This is how you move about. The second principle is honesty. You're not flawless nor without blemish, so be real about your attitudes and your character. Some of us will have what we call some not so good attitudes, and I'm telling you that we all need to change our attitudes. We all need to check ourselves, and some of us need to be checked. You know, you can't walk around just saying any and everything you want to people, but you can stand your ground. You can be firm and fair. You can be nice and polite and still get your point across. You don't have to be rude because somebody else is being rude to you. Listen, all you have to do is have honesty about who you are. Honesty about what you're going to do. If you've made a plan, as I've said before, if you're bubbling with an idea, you got to get it out. Be honest with yourself. Stop setting goals that you know you don't have no intentions on completing. Set honest goals and work at them. Don't lie about it, because the only person that's getting cheated is you. When nobody's not around, when nobody is looking but God, it's you. You still in the limelight. So don't lie to yourself. Have the honesty about yourself. Your third principle is transparency. This is a big one because, when I see here with transparency, this goes for a lot of believers. We'll be right at church and there'll be people that we have been talking to and ministering to. And when they come, we'll pray with them at the altar, but we don't have the transparency. We won't let them know that they're not strange. So our brothers and sisters of all nationalities and all across the cross-cultural situation or gambit have problems, but we're making them feel alienated. They don't see themselves in us. They don't know that we used to be the drinkers, we used to be the cheaters, we used to be the drug addicts. You see what I'm saying? We used to be the womanizers. You know what I'm saying? But I'm telling you, they need to see this in us. Let them know that you too used to suffer from these problems, but God saved you. This is a principle, and we need to know this for ourselves. Being transparent is what's going to get you to the next level. It's going to give you the greatness. It's going to give you the success. And then the next principle, which is the fourth principle, is forgiveness. Now, I struggled with this because I used to fall to other people's perception, and I struggled with this for quite a while. But forgiveness is that no one can forgive you if you continue to lie to yourself about who and what you are. A lot of people, listen, I'm telling you, a lot of people are still A lot of people are still struggling over forgiveness. They have not forgiven themselves from the mistakes that they made long ago. I don't care if you've been in prison for 15, 20 years. I don't care whatever your situation. I don't care if you used to be a drug addict. I don't care what it is. I don't care if you're divorced. I don't care if you... I just don't care what your situation is. I'm telling you, God forgives you. And don't let anyone tell you that he's not a forgiving God. God is a second chance God. Praise God right there, because my salvation came through a second chance. I could have died on the other side. I could have been on my way to a devil's hell. But God is a forgiving God. He doesn't just forgive you 2 times. He's a repeater in forgiveness. That doesn't mean that you misuse it. That means that God gives you a chance to get it right. So you should be progressing. And the last principle is healing. Once you've been through integrity, honesty, transparency, and forgiveness, God is ready to heal you. No, you already know this. You've heard this before. There is no testimony without a test. There is no message without a mess. We can preach this good to you and give you the upliftment because we've been there before. Stop making people think that they are strange. The healing means that you're going through. And what I've learned now is that the more that the principalities of darkness come against me, it tells me that I'm in line for a great promotion. This is the healing point. And this last one I want to leave you with. Yes, we're still arguing nowadays over, is the glass half empty or is it half full? Some will say, is it half full or half empty? I'm trying to tell you today that it is 2014 and we need to stop arguing over whether it is half full or half empty. What we need to be more concerned about is, yes, you've seen it, taking a drink of the opportunity that God has given you. It's not about who thinks who has more or who has less. It's all about taking a drink of the opportunity that God has set before you. What are you going to do with the opportunity? You don't have to debate about what God has given you. You just have to use and apply. This is the formula for greatness and success. This is Aqeel Ash-Shakoor, Know Thyself Management, your manager's manager. Tweet me at Know Thyself MGMT. Also hit me up on Facebook, www.facebook.com/Aqeel Ash-Shakoor without the hyphen, I'm sorry. If you need prayer, I take prayer requests. I will pray for you no matter where you at. Just hit me up through Walking with Christ Ministries. The email for that is IamWalkingWithChrist altogether @gmail.com. Remember, share these videos, these messages. I'm not trying to reach 1 million. I'm trying to reach the world because everybody has a part. This world is big enough for all of us, but everybody needs their salvation. Remember, Aqeel Ash-Shakoor, Know Thyself Management, your manager's manager. Be blessed.